Greetings everyone. Today I would like to make a video titled A Happy New Year. Why? It is because of social pressure. It is because of this season, something like that. So I have to make a video, A Happy New Year. But it would be sad if I do not, just talk much. Just saying a Happy New Year. It's like it's a sad. So currently I do not have a topic. So I would like to explain or translate what I did tell to my fellow Mongolians in my previous video. As you know, I'm some kind of this tribalist, or some specific reasons this motivate me. I usually push my stuff. For example, this myth about blonde people. These first people are being blonde, and this in time their hair started become dark brown, etc., etc. This is not for every this Mongolian, because most of the Mongolians having a totally black hair. So why I promote this? Because in my family, children are born Tengir. Word Tengir means beloved, also blonde. So they born blonde, and in time they turn dark brown. So I will share my daughter's picture. So now her hair is dark brown. She's like born yellow, but now she's a dark brown. So because of this personal or family reasons, I have to talk about these things. Same time as a part of this main group, Half Mongolian, I have to talk about these so-called joints or connections, something like that. So here in Mongolia, word joint, joining together or creating a link is he, something like that, he. And it starts with word hil, meaning the language, and of course a language is the link that connects us with our ancestors, something like that. So there's one family, one ring, another family, another ring. So they are joined together in a marriage. So this became a symbol of marriage. It's not placed like this because one family is above, another family is in the bottom, so it's not equal. So this position is equal. Also, it's the symbol for number 8. I will explain it later. So I found that in Icelandic language, the connection, the joint, and etc. is called Tengir. Tengir. So Tengir is a Turkic way, or this Kyrgyz way to say the sky. We say Tengir, but they say Tengir. So yeah. So Tengir is sounds like a Tengir. So this is also a symbol for not this. This is a symbol for a Tengir, the sky god. And the sky god gave us 8 in this how you say number 8 is immortal or forever or endless. Yes, 8 endless this stuff. And let me explain what are these. So the god, the Tengir, gave us a soul. Soul is some kind of endless stuff. It's kind of hard to disprove that there is a soul or not, something like that. But soul is linked with something called the common sense or a clear mind, something like that. Some people are born with a wonderful clear mind, and the question is, where does it it come from? Obviously, it must come from a God, something like that. So when this, when we believe, when the soul is gone, human loses its consciousness, human becomes useless, the human has no ideas, human doesn't know what to do. So soul is an idea, something like that. So there has to be an idea. I'm not a smart person. I score very low on their, some IQ, these questions, and when I see it, like, there's, I don't know, something like that. I noticed that I was somewhere in 80, not, this 100 and 105, something like that. So, I may be a stupid person, but I try to be a person with an idea. Translates as answer. So there can be all kinds of questions. So you have to have an idea to answer to these questions, something like that. So of course, in time, thanks to your experience, your answers may change and ideas may change. But there has to be an idea. Currently, here in Mongolia, we are having, this bad city planning, and we are having a horrible smoke, the coal burning, and this paper burning. People come all over the countryside, and they are placing their yurts and burning garbage, and we are like choking in this poison, and no one knows what to do. So there has to be an idea what to do if there is there's some kind of problem. And when a group, or when a nation is out of options, out of ideas, it's a doom. So there has to be an idea, and ideas are this endless. They are endless, and they are part of the number, this 8. So in order to do something, you need the courage. You can, have courage from very birth. Maybe it's in your family, or thanks to your life experience, you can have a courage. So whatever you do, in everything, you need to have a courage. Something that, like, this, you want to approach a girl, you have to find the courage. Something like that. So there has to be courage. Courage is endless, I can say. So this 8 stuff defines this human being. Human being, what? Human being can speak. So there must be this language, health, and it's this link. There has to be this skills. Human being is the one who can create tools and use them. So if the person don't have any this hand skills, it's kind of this useless person. Can't cook, can't this do this stuff. So being human is having this hand skills. And lastly, it is said that God gave us a sense of beauty, something like that, or the beauty of body and the mind. It's called Tsogzolba, and it's in this positive mental attitude, something like that. And it's not exactly this 8 stuff, this 8 stuff, but it's also this another this 8, or in total it's 10. Tengri gave us 10 good endless stuff, and the other 2 is feminine character, and the 10th one is the male character. So God gave us the gender. Keeping these genders somewhat, this pure has a value, something like that. People do not value something between. A feminine man may look somewhat good, but people have this tendency to value somewhat, this manly man or a feminine woman. As a man, I know that this. If a woman is so feminine, it's like this very attractive. She has this narrow fingers and this long neck. She is a delicate creature with this this eyelashes, and this her hair even look this how to say, their these ears are made so delicate, lips are etc etc. So this this feminine character has a value for this for the opposite sex. So men look at women, and if a woman is somewhat this feminine, this curves and all stuff, she usually have a value. She is valued. She is adored, something like that. So keeping this your feminine stuff, keeping your manly stuff is believed to be important, and God gave us these genders. So these symbols also represent these genders. For example, if there is a rings, it's a man, and if there is this four diamonds, 4 angles, it's a woman, something like that. So the reason why I know this the link is Tengir in Icelandic, it is because recently I've been watching this TV, and I this watched this Vikings. Let me show you this one part. It's kind of this mysterious for me. This one. I need to upgrade the volume.
Tengir and his staff.
So he said Tengir and in this stuff.
Er is mijn naam mij over. Vertaam toe best. Met mij terecht aan. Tengir and his staff.
So he said Tengir, and the translation in the bottom says your rod. So because of this word Tengir, a rod, I searched this Googled if there was any word Tengir in Icelandic or in Sweden, something like that. But I stumbled upon this link being Tengir. So I have to wish you this Happy New Year. It is good to have links. It is good to have friends. It is good to have connections, something like that. And it is good to have Tengir. God, Tengir. So I wish you a happy 2018, and I wish you a strong Tengir, strong link, strong connection this year. Well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.